The Drizzle season update trailer dropped yesterday, and it was full of all kinds of new details about what we can expect from the next major update. There are also a ton of things in it that you probably missed out on due to the excitement of the more major features. Other interesting new details have also come to light since the trailer too, so I'm going to be taking a look at 10 things that you might have missed in the Drizzle season update trailer. Let's jump right into this. Starting us off with all the excitement of there officially being a deep cut Splatfest for the first time in Splatoon 3, I think a lot of people have missed the fact that actually the brand new map, which happens to be Crab Lake Capital, will be hosting this new Splatfest. This is one of those rare occasions where a new map is almost immediately turned into a tricolor one. We have seen them do this once before, I believe, but generally speaking, they usually tend to use maps that have been in the game for a while. I think it's really cool though that this map is getting that treatment already. I can't wait to see how it plays on tricolor. Assuming that not much changes either, we got a good look at what the layout will actually be like too, which is fantastic to see this early on, as Nintendo usually doesn't reveal this sort of thing right until the Splatfest actually happens. We usually have to rely on data miners to share this information for us. I'm not familiar enough with the regular map yet to tell you about all of the differences here, but I definitely thought I should point this out as it's kind of lost amongst the excitement of the deep cut Splatfest, which is definitely understandable because it's such a great theme and I can't wait to play it for the first time on this new map. Moving on, now everyone has noticed that the Gold Dynamo roller will finally be arriving in the Drizzle season, something that has excited us to no end. But what I wanted to mention here is that through another Splatoon clip posted on their Twitter, I believe, we managed to discover what the special for this will be, and it is actually the Super Chump. Now, I know to some players this will probably be a little bit disappointing as, let's be honest, the Super Chump is a fairly underutilized special currently in the game. But personally, it's one of my favorites just due to how unique it is, so I'm actually really happy that it'll be getting this particular special. Don't get me wrong, I definitely think it could have gotten a better one, and I'm really curious to learn what the sub-weapon will be, but I thought you'd all want to know that it does seem like the Gold Dynamo roller will have the Super Chump, so maybe you can start thinking about whether you'd want to use it or not based on that information. For me personally though, I'm definitely going to be using it. I really enjoyed this special and I think it's going to be one of my favorite weapons to play in the entire game, honestly. I'm super curious to learn what the sub-weapon for it is going to be as well. Next, you can see there are brand new King Salmonid cards to collect, so if you're a fan of Tableturf Battle and Salmon Run, you'll probably be quite happy about this news. I think it'd actually be really cool if these were some sort of reward for Big Run or something like that, just as an extra bonus, but it does seem most likely that they would just be a part of the regular Tableturf packs that you can get throughout the game. So yeah, here's some new King Salmonid ones for you to get. However, the existence of these two cards does sadly confirm, as well as the reward for the upcoming Big Run, that we will not be seeing a new King Salmonid for this season, unless Nintendo does really decide to surprise us. Now usually King Salmonids would be debuted with Big Runs, I believe, so the existence of the helicopter as the reward does kind of confirm that we won't be seeing it debut during that event. Maybe Nintendo could decide to surprise us later on, but personally I'm going to choose to believe they're probably going to spread it out even more, and maybe we'll see it for, I don't know, the chill season or something else instead. This is definitely disappointing news in my opinion, but hopefully we will see more King Salmonids in the near future, as they are one of my favorite types of updates that we can get in this game, honestly, and it would have been great to see one for the game's anniversary update. Next, you probably noticed that Salmonid Smokeyard is returning to the game from Splatoon 2. The detail that I wanted to mention here is that the existence of this stage in the game effectively confirms another data mine previously shared by Ram Dragons that we will actually be seeing Ruins of Arc Polaris and also Lost Outpost return in the future too, as it was discovered there were titles hidden in the game's code for all of these stages. Now that this stage is confirmed, that pretty much does confirm, at least to me, that we should be seeing the other remaining stages too. Nintendo's probably going to have to do quite a bit to adjust them so they'll work for King Salmonids, however, so that's probably why they haven't released just yet, and it could be quite a while before we actually see them. Either way, I'm certainly looking forward to it if they do decide to bring back every missing Salmon Run stage, which currently there's only actually 2, so not too far to go really. Nintendo prominently showed off that you'll be able to adjust your gear in the trailer, and they showed us that you'll be able to change up your hats. But what you might not have noticed is that you can also make shirts oversized as well. Now currently we don't know how many pieces of gear this will apply to. Nintendo did mention that it is select pieces of gear, so it's not every single one. But the fact that you will be able to make some of the shirts oversized is really cool to me, and I can't wait to do that. I'm definitely hoping there's quite a big selection because honestly, in terms of customization, this may be one of the best updates we've ever gotten. It'll just make the variety of what you can change so much larger, and that's something I'm super excited for. Every character is going to look just that little bit more unique thanks to this update. Let's hope there's certainly a lot of options and some new gear to play around with in this season too. That would be really great. Another little detail related to this that you might have missed is that you can actually see a little icon next to the gear that's adjustable. So if you wanted to quickly tell which ones you'll be able to change around, you'll be able to see this little icon in the game when the update finally loads in. That'll definitely make it quite helpful to be able to tell which pieces of gear will work with this, as of course, like I mentioned, not every piece will be compatible. In fact, it seems like from the trailer, not every hat even will be compatible, so it's definitely good to know which ones will work and which ones won't. They also confirmed some new music during the trailer as well. Here we can see Rip Stop and Go by H2O. This is actually a new band in the game, I believe, so hopefully we'll get an official reveal for them soon. Currently, the only song that we know for them is this one, but hopefully we'll see even more in this update, as I think having lots of new music is always a great thing. And let's be honest, the Splatoon music always slaps, it's really great. So yeah, definitely a nice little update that you might not have noticed when watching through that trailer, because it's a fairly minor thing. We can also see there is a modded Rainmaker challenge, Sheldon's modded Rainmaker test fire, which will be happening at some point throughout this season. Interestingly, we can already see what the change will be here. It'll fire 3 explosive shots instead of just 1. So this is honestly looking to be a fairly incredibly powerful weapon. I'm really looking forward to this challenge, honestly. Usually I'm not too enthusiastic about the challenges due to their limited time windows and such, but I'm definitely going to try and take part in this one if I can. Also, fun fact, Nintendo accidentally leaked this challenge a day before the update news was due to release, which I honestly find hilarious because they're so careful about that stuff usually, yet we've actually seen quite a few for Splatoon 3 already. Finally, we know the name of a brand new kit thanks to the UK trailer for this. It wasn't actually shown off in the American version, and it wasn't translated during the Japanese one either, but during the UK one, seemingly it is confirmed that this new kit will be called the Tri-Stringer Collab. It is of course new to Splatoon 3, as, you know, we didn't have this type of weapon in the past games. So yeah, I definitely thought you'd all want to know exactly what this kit is called, because I'm sure a lot of people are going to be using this one. I'm personally pretty enthusiastic about it myself, and I can't wait to see exactly what it ends up having. I'll be really curious. Let me know any other fun details you noticed during the trailer for this update though, or anything else Nintendo has shared. I'd love to hear what you have to say. If you made it to the end, then be sure to comment Splat Gang down below so I know that you did. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing and turning on notifications for more. I'm trying to hit 30k subscribers before the end of the year.